It is currently February 18th and things are looking well. The basil is looking amazing, guys. As you can see, the leaves are so green and they smell so good. We also have some baby tomatoes growing inside of the basil plants. We also have some random plants as well growing right now. We have some spinach and arugula. So everything is going really well. I actually just bought a new light. So I bought the spider light a couple weeks ago for the basil plants, and I ended up buying another one to put at the top of the greenhouse. The light that was at the top of the greenhouse, I'm moving to the very bottom, and then the spider light I'm putting at the top, and then I'll probably move all of the basil plants to the top and then move the tomato plants to the second shelf. But yeah, I have a lot of work to do. I just have to do all of it right now. I'm going to be gone the next week, so I'm going to have my mom water all of the plants. So I do want to get one last video for you guys, but the light was normally $100. It was on sale for $85, so I ended up getting a second light, and I think it's going to be super beneficial to this channel so I can grow more lights, so I can hit that goal of $1,000. So this is my new setup. I have the basil up top, and as you can see on the right side, we still have so much more space for some plants up here, so super excited about that. And then right underneath we got some tomatoes. On the very left we have some Better Boy hybrid tomatoes. In the middle we have some sweet cherry tomatoes, and then on the right we have 24 basil plants and 6 lettuce plants. And then the 3 random pots on the right has arugula, spinach, and tomatoes. And then on the left we have blueberries that have not sprouted yet, arugula, and some tomatoes as well. And in the closet, as you can see, we have 5 sunflower plants left. We had 10. I had to pick 5 of them because they were dying and growing sideways. I probably could have saved them, but was impatient and picked them, but oh well. In the middle we have some arugula and spinach that is just now sprouting, so excited about that. And then on the top, I probably won't use that light for a little bit. I don't think that light is as efficient as the others, so I'm not going to use that until I have no more space and I'm forced to use it. So yeah, this is going to be the new look for a while. I'll give you guys a quick update before I leave for Florida, so I'll see you guys in a couple more days. It's February 20th, and I just went to get potting mix at Walmart. This bag costs about $6.90. Then I also got some cups. These are 12-ounce cups I'm going to put all of my plants in. This is what I did last year, and it worked really well, so I'm going to try to do it again this year. I went to Costco. I got 12-ounce cups, 300 of them for, I think, $11, so actually a pretty decent deal. But I'm going to fill all of these up with dirt, and then I'm going to transplant all of these guys right now. We have my Better Boy hybrid tomato plants right there, and then we have some basil plants right there. Up here I already put some tomato plants in. As you can see, about 6 tomato plants, 7 tomato plants, but I got a lot more that I need to do. So I'm going to give you guys a quick time lapse of me putting some dirt in there, and then we're going to put the rest in. I just finished filling up all of these cups. We got 65 cups so far, and around 60 plants that need to be transplanted. Now, they don't really need to be transplanted, but I am going on vacation in about 3 days, and I want to transplant them so I have extra room in the pot to plant seeds, so that way when I get back from vacation, the seeds will have grown and I have an extra 36 plants and 36 more plants. So I'll have an extra 72 plants when I get back. Instead of just keeping these plants in there until I get back and letting them get bigger, I'd rather just transplant them right now. So that's what we're gonna do. I just finished planting all of the sweet cherry tomatoes. As you can see, they are still pretty small, but they should get bigger with this spider light that I just got. I still have to replant the basil, so I have 20 more plants I have to replant. I might keep the lettuce in there on the right side. I have some lettuce. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it in there or not, but yeah, got a little bit more work to do. Almost done, guys. Super tired, but we're gonna get it done tonight. As you can see right here, I put 2 holes on each side of the bottom so they have a way to drain. You definitely want to make sure your plants have ways to drain so their roots aren't drowning. They need some oxygen. So this is my way of doing that with these cups. I just have a knife right here and I poke 2 holes on the side and they drain perfectly. All the transplanting is done. As you can see, we have so many plants up here and we have a decent amount of plants down there too. I'm getting ready to sow 72 more seeds. I got 2 of these 36 seed trays and I figured out what I'm gonna sow. So over here, I'm gonna put tomatoes. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do 2 rows of Roma. I'm gonna do 2 rows of red cherry and then 2 rows of San Marzano. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with this lot. I'm gonna do 2 rows right here of orange sun pepper. I'm gonna do these 2 rows of the basil, and then the last 2 rows I'm gonna do jalapeno seeds right here. So 12 of all of these plants. I'm super excited. This is probably my favorite part of the entire process, is to sow the seeds. So I'm gonna get ready to sow the seeds. I've never actually grown these, so super excited about that. And then for tomatoes, last year tomatoes sold really well. The only problem I had was I didn't have enough. So I want to make sure I have enough tomatoes this year, and I want to make sure I have enough of a variety. Last year we just had super sweet cherry and better boy hybrid, and this year I just want as many possibilities as possible for all of the customers. So I'm going to plant some seeds and get back to you. So this is what it looks like. I'm getting ready to go on vacation and everything is set. I think I'm gonna have my mom hopefully water it. I'm gonna teach her how to water it. It shouldn't take her too long, maybe 5 minutes a day hopefully, but I think she'll be able to do that. Super excited. Let me show you guys what I got going on. So I just finished planting 72 plants. As you guys saw down here, we have 2 rows of red cherry, 2 rows of Roma, and then 2 rows of San Marzano tomatoes. When I come back in about 2 weeks, they should be bloomed and seeded. And then right here I have 2 rows of jalapenos, 2 rows of basil. Always got to keep the basil coming. Again, I want basils of all size. Then orange pepper, sun peppers right here, as you can see, bell peppers in the last 2 rows. So super excited about that. I'm gonna keep these better boy hybrids until I get back. As you can see, they're starting to get a little bit bigger. Not every single one has sprouted, but we still have a decent amount. And then on the outside we have some cherry pepper, or not cherry pepper, sorry, sweet cherry tomatoes, some basil, some arugula. We planted jalapenos in those 2, blueberries in that one, and then right here we have some lettuce and some basil. And then above, guys, as you can see, we have all of the basil plants. This one's not really growing, so I might keep it for a little bit longer and see if it continues to grow. If not, I'll probably pull it because there's definitely some type of root problem or deficiency, because I planted this one the same time I planted all of these. And yeah, look at that difference. So I'll probably use this for something else. And then over here we have a lot of sweet cherry tomatoes, as you guys can see. So many. They're all still pretty small. And then we have some basil kind of sprinkled out in there. A lot of basil over here as well. But so many plants, guys. Super excited. I might put, when I get back, I'll probably post a Facebook ad just for a $1 basil. See how many I can sell before it gets warm outside. But it is supposed to heat up the next couple of weeks. So hopefully by the beginning / mid-April, it's warm enough to put some of these guys outside, because I'll be putting them on a table and putting ads on Facebook Marketplace as early as I can. I do want to show you guys a little bit of my book right here. This is my book that I showed you guys in the first video. This is my greenhouse book. As you can see, my closet greenhouse, took a Polaroid picture of that. And then here is my goal. So this was a proof of concept. I had no idea if this was going to work or not last year for 2024. My goal was selling $500 total gross revenue, just selling plants and goods, mostly plants. And these are all the plants I sold in April. As you can see, started off with a sunflower, then 4 squash plants, 4 tomato plants, 10 more tomato plants, 2 lettuce plants, 10 more tomato plants, 4 watermelon, 2 tomato, 2 basil, 4 tomatoes, 4 peppers, 2 basil, and then 7 tomato and 2 peppers. So as you can see, did pretty good. Total in April was $166. So that's really, really good. If we can get some more than that this year in April, I'll be super happy. And then these are things that I put to work on down there last year. More plant varieties, which is huge. I want to make sure I have as many plant varieties as possible. With the season approaching, I still have a lot more plants to plant. I need to plant some zucchini, squash, cucumbers, watermelon, and just plants in that kind of family, because I don't have any of those right now. And the reason I haven't planted those yet, because those take up so much space. Squash, cucumber, yeah, just those plants take up so much space. They sprout and then they just keep growing. So I'll probably grow those, probably plant some when I get back, but I do want a big variety of that. And then I haven't utilize this yet, but I still have another whole row on the bottom that I'm going to put plant lights down there too. So we're gonna have 3 total rows of plant lights, plant light, and then plant light down there. I already have the lights, I just don't have enough plants for me to justify turning them on yet. So when I get back, I'll have even more room on the bottom for even more plants, which is pretty crazy. I'm turning my room into a greenhouse. I also put more watermelon and lettuce wanted. I think I sold lettuce sold out like right away. I didn't have enough plants last year. And then I also put make sure the plants are ready to be hardened when doing porch pickups off of Facebook Marketplace. And basically that means that last year I was selling orders on Facebook, and I would put the plants out on the porch, and some of the plants would die because they hadn't been hardened or used to, you know, the outside cold yet and the outside weather. So I did waste some money and some time and plants doing that. So I want to make sure all the plants are hardened so I can be as efficient as possible. And then obviously right there, make sure plants are watered. I do have some irrigation ideas that I want to talk to you guys about sometime in the future. Not yet, but I do appreciate you guys being here. Super excited for this year, guys. If you want, make sure you subscribe to follow this journey of selling $1,000 worth of seeds and growing as much food and giving people as good deals as possible. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, guys, and stay blessed. Peace.